Well, hello and welcome, you filthy animals, to another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents For Dads by Dads. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied as always by Benditi Padolini, the one and only Bern Pockasy, the Prince of Picklebar himself, Liam LeSchmigle Reese, and then the man, the myth, the Legion, the one and only Jalen Dub, Justin Richardson. Tonight on the show, we got a good one for you. It's episode 586. We're doing a tier list. These tier lists have been making Daddy smack it, and I love everything about it. But this tier list, it hits close to home. And I think everyone will agree with me, and it's going to be a well thought out and very well, everyone's going to agree on this tier list. It's a tier list of all the SNL cast members that are way better than Tim Meadows, because he stinks, and everybody knows it. But before we get into that, before we get into talking how much Tim Meadows is overrated and a jabroni, we got to do some comments. So let's get this thing started. Play the theme music.
It's all objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. Would you share it? Would you share it? Would you share it? Working perspectives.
All right, so here we go. We got our first comments. The first comment comes from, it was the Arabella what are we doing here?
Unbelievable.
What are we
Unbelievable.
How does this still have traction?
Arabella Del Busso, she was on the episode, she was on the show twice. Both episodes, she was great. Absolutely loved her. J-Dub, you were on there with her, right?
Sure was.
Total peach. She's a
Yeah, we
peach.
used to hang out.
And how long ago was this? Right? This is like 2 years ago? 2 years
No,
plus?
I think closer to 4 years, Bern.
Jesus Christ.
She was inside like the first year and a half of the show.
Okay.
Dude, this is like, she's in between episodes 100 and 200, I think.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's how long ago she was on the show, like 4 years or something, right? And every couple months, we'll get a comment.
Never fails.
On how much people hate this poor girl, right? And so this comment comes from Aroamami 206. Guy, I said it all right? Aurora Mommy 206.
Yep, nailed it. So good at reading.
Nailed it. So she commented saying, how is she not ashamed of what she has done? And then I responded by saying, what has she done to be ashamed of? Like, I watched this 60-minute. It's a hit piece. It is a 100% hit piece. I don't, they really just were taking shots at this poor girl, right? And I don't know, I can't guarantee but in our dealings with her, Jada, I think you can attest, she was nothing but professional and seemed, she answered every question we had. There was nothing doing. But I responded by saying, what has she done to be ashamed of? And then Aurora Mommy 206's response was, sad face, and it looks like watermelon mouths, 4 watermelon mouths. I don't know, but that's it. So yeah, Arabella Del Busso lives on. Love it, want more of it.
Here's the thing, Maddie, too. Every 6 months we get a comment about her, but it's always something vague like that. It's never something that sheds any light or gives me any idea of where these people are actually coming from. It's always something super vague. If you're gonna comment on a 4-year-old podcast, can you be a little more specific so we know what the hell you're talking about?
Right. Also, part of me thinks it's her commenting because she wants us to say something nice about her.
I mean, well, then she's a genius because it works every time.
She's a genius. Works every time. So, okay, if you guys remember a couple weeks ago, we read a comment from Tritium Honky. It was about the hiker impaled by their own walking stick clip. And they wrote this. They wrote, their original comment was, he opted not to be taken off the mountain by helicopter because it costs tens of thousands of dollars to do so, and insurance usually doesn't cover it. Hooray, America. And then I responded by saying, ha ha ha, does insurance in other countries cover helicopter pickups?
Yeah,
And
like hooray
then,
America. Go ahead.
right, but yeah, hooray America. So, and then Tritium Honky responded to my response by saying, for medevacs, yes, most countries cover them under universal health care, or they just consider it the government's responsibility, since that is what the government is there for, to serve the people. I didn't know Joe Rogan was commenting on this, but what the fuck are we doing here, right? I don't even think it's Joe Rogan. Who is the cunt that would say something like that? Do you know anybody, guys?
Anybody who's for like universal healthcare, probably.
I mean, I
Oh,
am
so
for
it's
universal
Obama.
healthcare.
Obama's the Tritium Honky.
Or someone from any other industrialized nation in the world because they all
Well,
have universal
Bernie
healthcare.
Sanders, I am telling you, you should have free healthcare. You should be medevac to work. I mean, you should have free healthcare. I'm not against that, but
No,
I
it would
mean,
be dope.
sure. I don't. Yeah. And then Tritium, and then I responded, Tritium Honky. Wow, learn something new every day because I don't fucking know. Right? I don't fucking know what we're doing here. And then we got another response from another comment to commenting. So Kendomic 5452 talked about, she made the comment on the Al Bundy actually a good dad clip, right? And talking about how Peggy neglected the kids. That was the original one. And I said, great comment. Thank you for your insight. Listen on Friday's episode when we discuss your comment. And they said, awesome, I'll check it out. Looking forward to it. And then they said, hey, pal, did you guys ever end up discussing Al Bundy anymore? And I said, yes, sir. And I hit him with the link to the episode. And they said, right on, thanks a lot. And I said, thank you. So interaction off of interaction with extra interaction. I mean, it's an interaction sandwich, babe.
They made a great point about the tiers, and we were forced to listen to the people.
Right.
We sold out a little bit short.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, we're a podcast for the people, So, all right. Then next, we got next comment. What's up, Bern? What do you say?
No, so we can admit it. We can admit it. We'll listen to the people. We're not 100% right about everything. I'm
not a dirty communist. All right. Like, what are we doing here? I'm here to listen. We're here to chat. We're here to have it up. The guy talked. I told him he's going to be on the show. He wanted the clip to where we talked about him on the show, and he got it. What are we doing? Here you go. You're welcome. More comments? Guess what? We'll talk about you even more. So either way, next comments come from, I mean, she's the love of our lives at this point. She's the truest fan of the show. She's from Down Under, the one and only Miss Metal, Sue Matthews, Alloy1100. She left a comment on a short clip we put out today about the great Kaiser roll debate gone wrong. She says this. So in the clip, we talked about how the Kaiser roll might work for a sloppy Joe, but it really doesn't. And then J-Dub's like, I need a hamburger bun for Sloppy Joe. And then Miss Metal had this to say. She said, I don't know what actual meat you put in a Sloppy Joe. Is it minced beef and gravy? Please explain.
It's kangaroo. We use strictly kangaroo in the U.S.
It's to prevent all the dingoes eating the babies. We fucking chop up some dingo, throw it in there with some cat soup.
Strictly Joey meat. We don't use adult kangaroos. We use Joey meat, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of Worcestershire,
little Heinz 57.
Sloppy Joe.
Call it a day.
Yeah, some of that red gold, baby.
Dude, Top Sheila. Forgot. I still say that in my personal life on this show. It's a real Top Sheila.
Oh, she's a Top Sheila.
Top Sheila.
How would you explain a Sloppy J? It's ground beef,
right? Ground
and
beef,
like
but
a
it's
sweet
not like
tomato sauce. Like a sweet barbecue, like a tangy,
like a tangy
tomato.
Yeah.
It
works.
Not Italian tomato kind.
No, it's like Texas tomato, like it's that country tomato. And I'll tell you, extra sloppy. It is the name, it ain't going to sell you short, And
you can't just hit the manwich can. There's no shame.
No, not at all.
The manwich does nail it.
So next comment from Miss Metal. It was comment on the clip we had about ranking TV theme songs, Happy Days, Frasier, things like that. She says, I love the Happy Days song, and then asked, what about Gilligan's Island, LOL? I said the same thing. I said the same thing, if you remember, and I got shit on. I got shit on that show.
Nope. Two adults had differing opinions than you, Maddie.
Oh, wow.
Wow. It's not always a conspiracy against you. Sometimes people just have different opinions than you do.
Right, sure. No one was on there. You didn't get on your fucking hobby horse because I shit on Roseanne, then you wanted to shit on Gilligan's Island, and you want to shit on Friends. It's a fucking conspiracy.
The Friends theme song
and your fucking 20 questions.
Friends theme song does suck.
It sucks.
It does not suck.
Gilligan's is a banger.
What are we doing here?
What was Roseanne's theme song?
It was just a jazzy like saxophone.
My point exactly. You can remember the Friends theme song.
Yeah, but
you
I
can
don't
remember
like
Gilligan's Island. You can remember Happy Days.
We couldn't escape the Friends theme song. It was on the fucking radio all the time.
Oh, sorry, it was so good.
I didn't know it was
so good.
I didn't know it was always going to be this way.
Right. That's another thing. Bern had an argument. The song didn't relate to the show.
It doesn't relate to the show.
Oh my God!
No one's broke,
doing this
and they're
again?
Constantly banging each other. No one's love life is DOA.
Jobs a joke. You're broke. Your love life's DOA.
No one's broke.
It's like you're always stuck in second gear when it hasn't been your day, your life, your week, or even your year.
They're all banging all the time.
Chandler was stuck in second gear.
I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I don't know if you'll be there for me.
Chandler was stuck in second gear because he was addicted to Vicodin, but everyone else.
Oof. God,
everyone was getting it in.
About my mistress.
Everyone had money and everyone was getting it in. No one was broke and no one
had money. One worked in a coffee shop.
They lived in Manhattan.
What? So what?
In
they
beautiful apartments with floor-to-ceiling windows.
Phoebe had like 10 different apartments in the show. She was a traveling masseuse that grew up on the streets. Okay. Joey Tribbiani had 7 sisters from fucking Queens. And he was an actor. He was,
banging all the time. Banging all the time. Maddie loves Friends.
You know that Joey Tribbiani has 7
loves
sisters?
Loves a strong word.
You know
it's a good show.
You know how many sisters Joe Tribbiani has. I didn't even remember his last name was Tribbiani. Maddie loves Friends.
Joey Tribbiani.
And he loves the song.
You can love Friends and you can love the song. Who performed
There's
it?
Nothing wrong with Friends. It's a good show.
I believe it was the Rembrandts.
Rascal Flatts? Who sung
the Rembrandts?
Rembrandts.
Look at that.
One-hit wonder.
Look at that. Remind me. What band sang Roseanne's theme song that we heard on the radio?
The Time Joyner Morning Show band.
No, the dumb cunts. That's who it was.
Whoa.
Moving on. Next 2 comments we got from episode 584, where it was last Friday's episode. We did the ultimate Derek Jeter girlfriend tier list. And then today's episode 585, where we're guessing the best 1990s SNL cast members. So here we go. Comment number 1 just says, Justin! In all capital letters with 3 exclamation points. And then the next comment says, "Woo! If that's Justin, woohoo! Love it. Now we just need to see Steve."
Sweet baby Steve.
Sweet baby Stubens. And then we'll do one more comment from the one and only Miss Metal Sue Matthews, aka Alloy1100. She left a comment on the podcast explodes over the Roseanne theme song, and she responds, "This is Miss Metal Sue Matthews, who we've praised endlessly on this show, who's a woman, and she said just couldn't get into Roseanne." Well, how about that?
That's a fine opinion.
Well,
just
how about
get
that?
Into Roseanne is a fine opinion.
She's also not from America.
That?
Right. It's hard to believe. Hard to believe 1980s and Rust Belt.
If it's so good and so relatable.
Not the people in Australia.
Oh wow! You gotta be from the fucking U.S. to appreciate television. Is that what you're telling
the
me?
middle class. They probably watch that show in Australia and they're like, "What's their problem? They're so rich. They have so much money." These are the wealthiest people.
Spiders?
These are the wealthiest people I've ever seen.
Spiders?
There's no wild dogs or huge spiders hanging around outside.
I've never seen a man as full and as thick as Dan.
I mean, dude. Have you? Australia thinks the best looking country in the world, right? Wasn't it like per capita? Isn't it like
Australians are good looking?
Yeah, dude. Margot Robbie, the Hemsworth brothers. Isn't that like the whole country? Crocodile Dundee, the Irwins.
Was a babe. You're not. You're making some sense.
Yeah,
Making a lot of sense here. Making a lot of sense. Heath Ledger, R.I.P.
Little didgeridoo.
So next thing we're doing, we're moving on to the next segment where we're doing a tier list, and this tier list is going to slap you hard and call you Sally. Here's what we got for a tier list tonight. We're doing a tier list of the SNL cast members that are better than Tim Meadows. Here we go. Here's how it is. Top ranking, way better than Tim Meadows. Then the next one, a lot better than Tim Meadows. Then the next one is better than Tim Meadows. And then the next one is not as bad as Tim Meadows. And then the last one is Tim Meadows bad level. Level bad. I should have fucking edited that. But, Tim Meadows bad level. Either way, so here's some stats for you, Bern. You want some stats on old Timmy Meds? Your guy? Your best friend? The champion of your heart?
I'm sure this will be a very objective review of Tim Meadows.
Sure will. I'm going to call it straight up and down like I always do.
Yeah.
I've been nothing but Mr. Integrity when it comes to these
There's
lists.
not even an option on this tier list for not as good as Tim Meadows.
Well, right. You're right. There's not. Because there's not. There's not.
Unbelievable.
There's just not. Yep. So here we go. Little stats for you, Benito Patalito. Tim Meadows. He was a SNL cast member from 1991 to 2000. His first episode, February 9th, 1991. His last episode, May 20th, 2000. They credited him for 10 seasons. He had 188 episodes on the show, and he had 42 total castmates. So I have gotten 31 castmates here for me to choose from, for me only, because I'm my opinion here. So I'm going to choose some castmates. I'm going to rank them, and then you'll probably agree because I'm right. Is that how it goes?
This is a fucking kangaroo court.
Yeah, I almost want to call him malarkey.
Wow.
This tier list will be done in protest. I'm formally under protest doing this tier list.
Wow. Wow. What happened to integrity, guys?
Kangaroo court.
Kangaroo. Wow. You saying that because Miss Metal? Really?
What?
Really?
No,
It doesn't even make any sense, man. Doesn't even make any sense. We just did. We just went through a top 10 list.
Right.
Where they had Tim Meadows ranked as the 10th best performer of the 1990s.
Right.
You've assembled all of his 31 of his castmates.
Right.
And according to you, he's ranked 32 out of those 31 castmates.
Bern, how many of these people do you think
he's tied for the bottom. There's a few he's tied with, I'll say.
I would say there's going to be quite a few where you go, who the hell is that person? I had no idea they were even on the show.
I'll tell you, Bern, I don't think you will. And then also, right, like, this also disproves the list from Tuesday, from the top 10 list. Because
it doesn't.
It said there's only 9 people from the 1990s that are better than him. Yep. Only 9.
That was what the list said. That was an aggregated list by Liam, given to us
aggregated. What are we fucking planting?
He took 3 or 4 different lists and then averaged them out.
The list is apartheid as far as I'm concerned.
The people spoke, and you refused to listen.
It's absolutely
and you
awful.
refused to listen.
No,
let's see your
it was a
doctored
list. It was
your
bad evidence.
List.
Clearly,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
Here we go. First person on the list. You ready, Bern?
Yep.
Ready to argue this one?
Sure.
Here we go. Way better than Tim Meadows. Will Ferrell. Put him up. Show me Will Ferrell. Show me Will Ferrell.
A sub character in Tim Meadows' lead film.
The bad guy.
See how Tim Meadows shines so well.
Wow. Oh, you mean that he tried to save it and Tim Meadows was so bad that Will Ferrell couldn't even save it?
I think Tim Meadows was busy. Otherwise, he would have been the lead role for Talladega Nights. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I may have just made that up, but I think that's what I heard.
For Talladega Nights?
Yeah, he was going to be Ricky Bobby, I believe.
Oh, he was?
That's what I heard.
I would say Will Ferrell is better than Tim Meadows.
He's way better than Tim Meadows. He sure is.
I would say he's better than Tim Meadows.
For comedic value, I would say he's not.
Well, you have I'm saying the categories here. Better than Tim Meadows is where I would put Will Ferrell.
Oh, you're saying not way better.
No, better than Tim Meadows.
Oh, for fuck's sake. He's way better. Now you're being obstinate. And that's a big old college word.
I'm playing the game you're forcing me to play. Will Ferrell is better than Tim.
He is. J-Dub, way better, correct?
I agree with Bern in that he is better than Will Ferrell, but I wouldn't say he's way better.
You're just going to put everyone better then. It's not. He's way better. He's way better. Be honest.
I'm just going to completely ignore like what's actually written on here. I'm just going to look at it as like S, A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? And yeah, Will Ferrell will be somewhere in the middle.
What? He's not an S tier?
No. There's S tiers on this list,
Frank
but he's not one of them.
Frank the Tank?
Is this an SNL?
Yeah, I mean, Frank the Tank is the movie Old School.
It's not. We're ranking them as funny. You guys just brought up Ladies Man, the movie. What are we doing?
Cinematic Gold. Yes. Yeah. What are we doing?
Cinematic Gold. He didn't do. The movie wasn't on SNL. The character was.
Ooh, it's a lady.
But you brought up his movie, so we're not bringing up outside stuff now.
Well, no, I'm just saying that the character was so good.
I cannot believe this.
I mean,
this is your horseshit.
But he's still not S. You know what I mean? There are S's on here, but I'm sorry, he's not one of them.
Wow. Liam, with your shitty list, and I'm going to prove that there's way more than 9 people that he was castmates with in the 90s that are better than him. And we're about to disprove your whole list.
Matt says way better. I say better. Liam, J-Dub, Liam, what do you guys have? Which tier?
I will begrudgingly say that he is better.
Yeah, better.
What is begrudging?
Better to a lot better.
Because it upsets you.
Oh, because it upsets me. So no integrity from Justin. Got it.
I would say better to a lot better. His SNL skits were really good. I would put him in second to highest.
Yeah, remind me, how many of you guys have versions 1 of 2 of Tim Meadows' Best of SNL? Oh, wait, he doesn't have a 1. He doesn't even have a Best of SNL Tim Meadows.
Neither do 75% of the people you have on this list.
Yeah,
not true. Not true.
Oh, I bet that's true.
Oh, it's not true. It's not true, you slut. Oh, it's fucking dirty slut. All right, next person. Here we go.
Wait. Will Ferrell's not staying there. So
why not?
Because you're the only one who said that.
Yeah, because he's not an S. He's a
fine. He'll be a lot better then. Liam said a lot. J-Dub said a cunt. And you said better, so he goes into a lot.
I said B, like high B, low A. You know.
There you go. So he's an A. A lot better than Tim Meadows.
All right.
Happy? All right.
No.
Oh no. Oh, we're not happy all of a sudden. Well, get ready to be really not fucking happy. Okay? You ready to be not fucking happy for this one? Here's another way better. Should have been on the list. Wasn't on the list. David Spade putting a lot better. A lot better.
No fucking
Great on update. Joe Dirt blows Ladies Man out of the fucking water.
I thought we were talking about movies. What is this list?
Yeah, what is this?
You just got mad that we brought up Ladies Man, and now you're bringing up Joe Dirt.
Funnier than Tim Meadows.
You're doing girl stuff, yo. You're moving the flag post.
Man.
Love moving the flag post.
Yeah,
you
so what is this? Is this on SNL or is it just their whole career?
In life.
Everything. Funnier than.
Okay, so yeah, probably David Spade.
Yeah.
Is probably not as bad as Tim Meadows. So he would be like the second to the last. He's not somebody that when you see him in a movie, you're like, oh my God, yes, this is so much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tommy Boy wasn't fucking great?
Those movies were good because of Chris Farley, and everybody knows that.
Well, he didn't have a sparring partner in that movie?
Everybody in the world knows it. Dude, they were best buds. He got him on the movie. That's like, I don't even think it's debatable.
Wow.
It's that you're not going to do that. You're not going to bring him up with Chris Farley just because he was in Chris Farley movies. That's just
He
ridiculous.
did great in the movie. He was great.
Okay, when you're okay,
nailed the role.
When you're talking about those movies and you're reciting the lines, whose lines are you reciting?
I mean, mostly Chris Farley, sure.
Mostly, I would say all. I would say a lot closer to all. Matter of fact, I can't think of a time that anybody's recited his line and not Chris Farley.
Yeah.
I can't think of a time that it's ever happened.
I'm trying to think of.
Oh, so Yogi Berra was no good because he played with Mickey Mantle? What are we doing here?
The only Spade line that I've ever heard, like, kind of thrown out from Tommy Boy is, yeah, they're called doctors. A lot of people go to school for 8 years. Yeah, they're called doctors. That's like the most memorable Spade line from hilarious.
And that's funnier than anything Tim Meadows has ever fucking said.
He's just not as bad as Tim Meadows. So he's in like the yellow.
What? Okay, that's where you say Bern, J-Dub.
I do appreciate Spade a little more than that.
There you go. Love that.
But because I like upsetting you.
You fucking cunt. You fucking cunt.
What's my C option? I can't read.
Better than Tim Meadows.
I'll put him as better then. Not a lot. Not as bad. He is slightly better than Tim Meadows. Only because he's Caucasian.
Bern.
I abstain.
Can't abstain.
He'll go better then. And I thought Bern was better than that. To abstain.
I don't think he's better than Tim Meadows. So you've left me with no category to put him in.
Oh yeah, what is the bottom category? I gotta zoom in. Tim Meadows bad level. Oh.
The way they're written is absolutely ridiculous. So you just have to treat it as A.
I'll tell you what, Liam, I will go with you. I will be answering this list as their comedy tiers.
Just ignore,
with no regard to Tim Meadows.
Yes.
I would have Spade in the yellow category.
Because if so, it would just never get done. You know what I mean?
No, I can't abstain from all.
You're right.
And
I would put Spade below Ferrell.
Here we go. You guys ready for another one who's way better than Tim Meadows? They were on the cast together. I mean, they all were. How about Chris Rock?
I think Chris Rock's straight to the top. You're talking about all together, their whole career, like their stand-ups. Their stand-ups
for
and
including
shit.
stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
obviously.
then he's all the way to the top.
Oh, Pootie Tang isn't a fucking masterpiece?
I'm not dude,
I love Pootie Tang.
Demi Tao on the runny kind.
Yeah, another can't take yes for an answer. You know what I mean?
Know. Yeah. Yeah, I have no problem with Chris Rock his career. I mean, as far as like the HBO hour stand-up special win, it was like Carlin and then Chris show? Rock, and Chris Rock show was great.
Chris Rock show was so good. Dude, when they were waiting outside for Bobby Brown to get out of jail. Free Bobby Brown.
Yeah, dude, I mean, he is hilarious. You know what I mean? His stand-ups are great.
Bigger and Blacker was one of those first stand-up specials where I laughed so hard the back of my head hurt.
Yeah.
It was like a lack of oxygen.
Great stuff. Yeah, he's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Speaking of another guy who's way better than Tim Meadows, since we're talking about it. I don't know. You guys keep bringing it up. Somebody way better than Tim Meadows. How about we go old Philly? Old Philly Hartman. Huh? Where would he be? Where would Hartman be?
I don't know if I'd have him at the tippy top, but I'd have him at the B.
I'd probably have him in the second tier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't have
good.
Everything he did was great. Unfortunately, his career was cut short.
Yeah.
Also, First Kid, sleeper, great movie.
Troy McClure, one of the greatest characters.
Troy McClure, he's good. A is good for him.
All right,
and he was Lionel Hutz as well.
He was.
I think so, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. The lawyer. Yeah, I think he was the lawyer. You're right,
dude. Big fan of Lionel Hutz, right?
Oh,
here.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, me and my brother have always gotten drunk and like joked like, what side character would you get a Simpsons tattoo of? And it's always been an argument between the gun shop owner who's missing an arm, and Lionel Hutz.
I like Gil. The wolf's knocking at old Gil's door. He's great, dude.
That's great. Great stuff, guys. Glad to see we're all getting along here. Love this camaraderie. Love this
Voiced by
fun.
Phil Hartman. You are 100% correct, Bern.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah. Here we go. So another one who's definitely funnier.
Where's Phil
money
end
down.
up? Yeah.
What?
All right.
No.
I just want to see where you end up.
Sorry.
What? What are we doing?
So the joke is,
great.
your ad says no money down. No, you're reading it wrong. It's no money down.
Nice.
Okay. I don't even see it. So either way, fun stuff. Here we go. Next person, definitely funnier. Sleeper good, great podcast. We're doing shit on a stick. What are we doing here? Come
Why are
on.
you using curse words? We talk like
Why
that.
are we using curse
Jay
words?
Moore. No,
Jay Moore, baby.
Jay Moore is
Get the
on
fuck
the
outta
same
here.
level as Tim Meadows. They
Yes.
are.
No way.
They are
Yeah.
same level. Yes, they
Jay
are.
Yeah,
Moore
drop
is
him right down.
hilarious.
They
Nope.
are funny,
Agreed.
like serviceable, but they're not. They are nowhere close to anybody else we put on this list. Well, except for David Spade, I don't think he's that funny.
Also, Jay
So-
Moore post SNL career, and he had a great pod. He's got a great pod, funny guy, but like didn't exactly go crazy.
Well, he had a massive drug habit.
Okay,
Massive.
well, so did half the guys on this
Yeah,
list.
it
but
usually makes you
Right.
cool.
And either they died. Well, cool. Do you know who he's married to? You know who Jay Moore's married to?
I don't.
He was
Jeannie-
married to Nikki Cox.
He's married to Jeannie Buss, the owner of the GM of the Lakers.
All right. Have you seen
Yeah.
her?
Dr.
More like-
Buss. Yeah,
more
she's
like
fucking
Jeannie-
good looking.
More like Genie
they made it.
busted.
They made a show about her. You would tee her in a second.
Yeah,
church
right.
boy.
I just read the article about it. She denied the family selling the rights to
Yeah,
the Lakers. She's holding out on it.
She is. She shut down her brothers.
Yeah.
Jay Moore is not on the level with Will Ferrell and Phil
Yeah,
Hartman.
he's not
Yeah,
He's not a B.
he's below.
So this
Spade
is
for
what
me.
A, B, C, D.
He's also a
F.
high school wrestler. Used to be a wrestling.
So he would
coach.
be like a C. He's funnier than David Spade, though.
I don't
He
think
sure
so.
No,
is.
they're like the same. They're like so he's in the middle with David Spade. That's fine.
I
He's
guess.
still
I'd put him
better
below
than
Spade.
Tim Meadows.
I'd
Yeah,
put him
he'd
below
blow
Spade.
a lot of
but
things.
Below Spade.
Below me.
I don't
All
think
right,
David
next
Spade's
one.
that funny.
Here we go.
Spade's fun.
This one definitely gonna hit. We're all gonna agree. Gonna be nothing but 100% certainty on this one. He is a sleeper great on SNL. He had a couple good movies afterwards. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. The one and only Chris Kattan. Let's put him up
No,
there. A lot
F.
better. A
F.
lot
F.
better.
No,
F.
you're
He
out of
was
your
great.
mind.
Can't
Green.
have a Domingo.
Green.
Yeah.
So good.
He's
Night at
bottom
the
green.
Roxbury.
Green.
Bottom
Great
of the barrel.
movie.
You
Bottom.
guys want some
Porky
cookies?
Romano.
Get the fuck
So
out of here
good.
with Corky
Yeah.
Romano on the
Porky
bottom.
Romano, sleeper great movie.
No,
Yeah,
it is
sleeper
not.
great
Not
movie.
because of him.
It's not.
So he
Well,
is,
Chris,
by the
shout
way,
out Chris Penn.
Chris
And by
Penn
the
is
way,
hilarious in that.
Chris
he is
Penn is
not
hilarious.
funnier than
He's not
if
funnier
you
than
guys-
Chris Penn.
Just
Chris Penn's not even a comedic actor.
for anyone that's keeping score at home, he was not on any of those top 10 lists, so he can
No.
go to the bottom.
Bottom.
No way.
fine. We'll put him as not as bad.
No
No,
way. You have three
no.
people who want him at the absolute
And I
bottom.
have him at an A. So that puts
That's
him at not as
unbelievable.
bad.
Unbelievable.
What do you mean?
dude.
That's how we've been
Unbelievable.
scoring this the whole time. Now you want to change the score? Moving the
If
goalposts like a woman?
three F's and an A equals an F. Right?
Yeah, true
Three
that.
F's and an A equals a D.
3
Unbelievable.
F's and an A do not
Three
equal a D.
F's and an A equal a D.
You
F,
are.
Maddie.
That's why
F.
you had to go
Three
to
F's
summer
and
school.
an A equal a D. Everybody knows
If
it. Go to
Chris
school.
Kattan's not going to be on the bottom of the list, then we might as well just get rid of that category right now. There's no one
Yeah,
else.
who
gonna be
is?
there.
No, I'll put someone on the bottom of the list right now. You want me to put someone on the bottom of the list right now? I'll do it.
Sure.
You're not.
Yeah,
they're
here
not
we
going to be
go.
worse than Chris Kattan.
Here we go. Oh, yes, yes, they will. You know him, you love him. How
Bill
about
Cosby.
Horatio Sands?
Oh.
How about Horatio Sands?
Funnier than Chris Kattan.
You're out of here. Fucking
He's funnier than
gourd.
Chris Kattan.
Now you're just fucking Gordon yourself.
No, I think Chris Kattan is absolutely categorically unfunny, and I've
Yeah,
had that
he's just
opinion
high
for
on
25
cooking.
years.
Yeah.
Wow. So is your Chris Kattan your Tim Meadows? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think he's funny. at all.
Wow. What Bern?
Yeah,
Oh
actually,
my gosh.
Chris Kattan should be at the bottom rung because
He is not at the bottom.
Yes, he is. Because an A and 3 Fs, depending on the Fs, barely it gets you right at 60%. But I'm saying he's not even like a regular F. Like he's a low F. Like a 2 out of 10 F.
Chris Kattan
So
is
he
literally
should be F.
he's literally just what happens if you give a 5'6" guy like $200,000 in the 90s and a lot of cocaine. That's all Chris Kattan.
Exactly.
Hilarity ensued. Night at the Roxbury. You're welcome.
Stop with Night at the Roxbury.
Stop with it. Stop with it. Why would I stop with it?
It's the same. It's the same shtick as the David Spade argument. There's a funnier person there carrying the, you know what I mean, like carrying the load and saying,
two
like,
people can't be funny
because of that.
Two people can't be funny.
They can be. They just weren't.
They certainly were.
Not my fault.
They certainly were.
Guys, I love building up on the Tim Meadows support, but I don't have a fucking clue who Horatio Sands is.
He's not good.
He's
not No, he's not great, but he's better than Kattan.
I'm looking at his picture. I don't think I might have just been doing drugs.
Bern's right. Chris Kattan needs to be down there in the Fs. He's a low F.
We've already voted.
Yeah, 3 of us voted F. Yeah. And then you decide
and one of us voted an A.
And
which
3 of us voted. Yeah, but we vote low. Yeah, actually, if it's across the board, 3 outvotes 1, he's an F, bro.
What the fuck? When does this become a rule? We're just making up rules now?
You said this wasn't communism at the
now.
beginning of the episode.
It's not communism. It's fair. An A and 3 Fs is a D.
No, it's not.
Making up the fucking rules.
Yeah.
Making up the rules. We've been doing this the whole time.
What is a 3
I'm
Fs
the only
and
one
A
with
and D?
integrity here. Jeez Louise.
Every time
Can we move
I don't know
on?
about you guys, but every time I got 3 Fs and an A, I had to take that class again.
My dad would me. Yeah. My dad was like, oh, it's a D. And you can have your meal without being crying.
Yeah. Nice. Great. Yeah, let's talk about bad grades, huh? Let's do that, okay? Jeez. 3 Fs and an A, I'm getting the fucking dog leash, all right?
This list
Jesus
is out
Christ.
of fucking control, dude.
Unbelievable.
It is not out of control. It is not out of control. I'm about to put it right back where it belongs. We're going straight to the top with this one. Straight to the stinking top. To the top.
Who?
Kevin Nealon. Suck on that.
Kevin Nealon's pretty funny.
Suck on that.
He's not an S, though.
He's not S, though. I love Kevin Nealon. I put him down 1 category.
Yeah, he's a B.
Bern,
Yeah.
talk to me about Kevin Nealon and Weeds.
He's great. He's fantastic. Listen, Nealon is like Tim Meadows, a guy who just adds. He's going to be additive to everything you put him. Everything you put him in. I think Kevin Nealon is better
Kevin Nealon
than Tim Meadows.
Kevin Nealon.
But I think they have a very similar quality. You can plug him in anywhere, and he's gonna give you laughs. He's definitely not give you laughs.
He can't be on the same level as Chris Rock. He just
plug and play Nealon is a very good point, Bern.
Yeah.
You could stick Nealon as any subcategory in any movie, and you would never be. He's in Happy Gilmore. Nails it. He does the bit where he talks real fast.
Yeah,
he was Crank Yeager's Famous.
Mm-hmm.
Even great too. Like with the Chris Farley, Patrick Swayze one, he plays one of the guys. I mean, he would pick him if his body just wasn't so bad. You know, he's great. He's great.
Yeah,
great. He's absolutely great.
So he's
Tim Meadows
the
couldn't pull that off.
then.
Yeah,
he's a lot better. Good, love it. Want more of it. Let's keep moving. I'm looking at, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 guys already better.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know? I'm looking at 4 that are absolutely not.
Yeah.
You're what?
That are absolutely not.
Absolutely not?
Yep.
Kevin Nealon.
I'm looking at 4 that are absolutely not.
The bottom 4 on this list.
Spade, Jay Moore, Chris Kattan, and Horatio Sands are not funnier than Tim Meadows.
Here's one that's definitely going to be. Are you ready? Let's throw our first fucking woman up there. You ready for this? How about Sarah Silverman? Bern's favorite. Putting her right better than Tim Meadows. There you go. Vagina.
That's better than Tim Meadows?
She sure is. And she's a woman.
Sarah Silverman's very funny. Her stand-up's very funny. Her show on Comedy Central was funny.
Some of her crank yankers calls were pretty funny too.
Yeah. I think that's a fine spot for Silverman.
Look at me.
In the middle.
Huh?
J-Dub, how about you? What's with J-Dub?
Bern, I don't think you need me here. I think me and Bern are on the same fucking page, yo. Like, Silverman is hilarious. Great stand-up specials.
Great rack.
Good, in movies and stuff. Great rack. Used to date Jimmy Kimmel. Learned better of it.
Have you guys seen Tire
Season 3 yet? Meadows? I have. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was funny.
I watched the whole thing. That one episode where he goes to the business woman's party thing, and Shane Gillis was like, "Hey, Kathy, great rack."
Great rack.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Can you go get me a beer? What kind? Surprise me.
You're so young and beautiful. I thought you were a waitress. Oh. What's your name, Kathy?
Silverman is outside of SNL. Because Silverman doesn't shine in SNL.
No.
SNL. But is very funny, and in my heart of hearts, I do find her funnier than Tim Meadows, but I don't want it to make you happy, Matt.
Wow, Justin. All I've done is make you happy. That's all I've ever done is try to make you happy.
I think that's a good spot. I think that's a good spot for Silverman.
That's a good spot.
That's where she's going to stay.
It's upsetting how close she is to Chris Kattan, but I will agree with where she is.
I agree.
But she's so much funnier than Chris Kattan.
So much funnier.
We're impeaching this or whatever. That Chris Kattan needs to be at the bottom.
I'll put Liam above Chris Kattan.
Fine.
And Liam has been on 0 Saturday Night Live episodes. Liam has been in 0 movies. Liam doesn't even own a home.
Correct.
What the fuck, Justin?
You started it.
I did not.
Liam is better than Chris
you definitely did.
Liam wasn't me.
It was definitely you, bro.
You went, me and Tom, we have houses.
Yeah, you went
Liam
out of your way
to
point out that I had that I was not a homeowner.
Apropos of nothing, really.
Liam is funnier than Chris Kattan.
Oh, apropos.
Do you have a picture of Liam?
What are you, fucking Napoleon?
I said apropos, but
it's not
that means college.
Yeah, can't we use congressional powers to veto that Chris Kattan needs to be in the bottom?
He's got
row. 3-1, dude. You're vetoed.
You got to move.
He's got to go to the bottom. We've done this on the grading system. This has always been done on the grading system.
What do you love, Mango? You love the bit Mango?
Mango? Can't have a Domingo? Can't have a Domingo?
He just chews apples and spits
eats an apple and humps people?
Yeah. And they fell in love with him, and you didn't know why.
It's so not.
He was a creature of love.
Yeah, he is not funny at all.
You got it, Maddie. I think you got to put him on the bottom. I think
you have to, dude.
Okay? How about this? If I move him, then I get a fucking thing later. Then because it's fucking 3-on-1.
That's not how democracy works.
No, absolutely not. No.
They're not making deals in the White House anymore. We're not fucking wheeling and dealing here.
Not really.
You're like, hey, if everyone agrees that this should be wrong, well, I get to do something else that no one likes.
Everyone doesn't agree. I'm the one that's got to eat a can of shit here.
Yes.
Well, you made a bad choice.
Yeah. I did not make a bad choice. I made the correct choice. Can't have it a mango.
No.
Can't have it a mango.
Get him in the green, please, next to Horatio.
Jesus, so let's move on.
It's literally ruining other choices.
It is.
It's ruining other choices.
We're having trouble. It's so glaringly wrong that it's affecting my judgment of this whole list.
It's offensive to the only woman on this list.
Here we go. Another cast member from the 90s that should have been above Tim Meadows on the top 10 list. Here he is, Tracy Morgan.
So I actually agree with that. Tracy Morgan is fucking hilarious.
He's so fucking funny. Dude,
Great on 30 Rock.
Oh, 30 Rock. He was incredible. Incredible.
My dick head looked like a Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
I love this pic so much, I'm going to take it behind the middle school and get it pregnant.
Yeah, and just as a dude, Tracy Morgan is just a weird, funny dude. You can take all the stuff he's in, you get him on talk shows and stuff, and you can tell even guys like Conan and stuff are just I don't even know what to do with this guy. I have no idea what's going to come out of his mouth.
Stern has sat next to him at the Knicks games. Conan has sat next to him at the Knicks games. Multiple people have said the funniest thing that ever happened in their life is sitting next to Tracy Morgan in the Knicks game. Like, he just couldn't be funnier. The shit he yells at the players.
Didn't he start by work? Like, didn't he get his big break by working at like Yankee Stadium or something?
I don't know.
I thought
I had his SNL, the DVD, like the best of.
Yeah.
And it had his like his audition for SNL and everything. So I think he just came in off the street and auditioned like for SNL, and he
baffled people,
and he killed it.
Yeah, pretty good. All right,
can you bump that up one, Matt?
Yeah, I'll put him in S. Sure.
Yeah, no one's gonna argue.
He's way better.
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah,
look at that.
It's not racism.
He's just a one of one.
He's one of those guys who isn't. He's one of those guys who doesn't have to try to be funny. Like, it is funny.
Yeah,
and then like with any kind of scope or aiming, it gets so much
ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's got that voice to it. Anything he says is funny.
The biggest flop in history is Kevin Smith doing that movie with Bruce Willis and Tracy. Yeah, how that wasn't great is, and then other guys came out and it showed the pattern of like how you make an actual funny movie, and it made me like, I love Kevin Smith, but that's one of his biggest whiffs in history.
Yeah,
apparently
two great guys.
Yeah,
and just whiffed.
Don't get it done.
Kevin Smith talked about it. He's like, he was a massive Bruce Willis guy. Bruce Willis is from Jersey, and like he had followed his career from the beginning, even when like, because they were kind of near the same town, I think, because he's from Red Bank, Kevin Smith, and he was like, we would see Bruce Willis in like commercials and stuff, and then now he's fucking diehard, and he's been wanting to work with him his whole career. Finally gets to work with him, and he's like, he couldn't have been the worst guy. Like, he really did not like working with Bruce Willis.
Because even Sean Astin, what's the guy who played Goon? Sean William Scott, whatever the fuck.
Sean William Scott.
He's in that movie. Like, that movie is lined up and primed to be great, and it just stinks.
Dude,
and then you
Sean
watch
William
other
Scott's
guys.
had a sleeper great career. He's so good.
Dude, Goon is so... Did you watch Goon?
Did I watch it? Oh my god!
Dude, just when you thought he was gone, you're like, "Oh, it's Stifler's mom character. He's fine." You watch Goon, you're like, and it has the guy who played Sabretooth in it.
Yeah,
so
Liev
good.
Schreiber.
Yeah,
Liev Schreiber.
So good.
That movie is really good.
Goon is great, but even dude, like his cameo as Mac's cousin in Always Sunny was great. When he was in Old School, he's like, "You shot yourself in the neck with a dart." You know?
Yeah.
He's in Role Models.
And he yanks the mini horse like these fuckers never get out of line.
So good. Role Models.
He is good in Role Models.
Augie Farts.
He has that awesome fucking Minotaur truck.
Yeah. Role Models so good. Either way, let's keep it moving. Sean William Scott, way funnier than Tim Meadows. I think we've all established. Next one going up here. Sleeper pick, but a good one. You might know him from his cartoon work and his Triumph the Insult comic dog, talking about Robert Schmeigel.
See, that's tricky.
If you didn't know him from Triumph, what else would you know him? Because he's primarily a writer.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. He like wrote.
But he was listed as a cast
he wrote
member
for a lot of Matt Groening shows and stuff. So like, if you like Simpsons, if you like Futurama, if you like,
I'm just saying, Triumph the Insult comic dog is funnier than anything Tim Meadows ever done.
Again, the Chris Kattan thing is fucking everything up.
I know.
Because I can't. Because now people can't go lower than C because Chris Kattan is just blocking.
You guys wanted to put him there. You guys wanted to put him there.
No, we didn't. Matty, you got to move him to F because it's messing up the whole thing.
Yeah, we literally can't. Wow. We literally can't grade other members because Chris Kattan's there. He literally blocks.
He's the perfect blocker.
So now we're operating on just 3 levels right now because Chris Kattan's there.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Yeah, you gotta get him out.
Board.
You gotta get him out.
So he's literally
I don't even know who Horatio Sands is.
I bury him under the list.
Fine. You fucking whiny crybaby fucking sissies. Here we go.
You know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, the right thing to do would be to stick to the list like we've been doing with integrity.
There's no integrity.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
You
I know.
created a list minus integrity.
Yeah.
And you're forcing us to play.
Integrity.
You're forcing us to play your sick little game here. We're trying.
3 F's and an A is a D.
It is.
No, it's
Got
not.
smacked in the
Yes,
fucking.
it is. It's a D.
Yeah, tell that to your guidance counselor when it becomes time to graduate from high school.
Yeah,
you know,
dog, you're not even getting into Montgomery County Community College.
Wow.
1 F and an A is a C. 2 F's and an A is a D. 3 F's and an A is a fucking F, man.
It's a D, and everybody
Schmeigel,
knows you're a D.
wise, roast
Whatever,
wise.
he's in the fucking F tier now. You happy, you fucking crybabies?
Yes.
God, you whine like women. Jesus.
where he belongs.
Next one, no argument here. He's going to
All
the top.
way to the
It's
top.
fucking Norm
Automatic.
Macdonald.
Yeah.
Fucking Norm Macdonald at the top.
No need for debate.
I'm just saying we got a lot of lists, we got a lot of picks left, and I'm already looking at 6 strong that should be on the top 10 list above Tim Meadows, and like 2 of them weren't.
You want a Norm joke?
Strong. 3 of them weren't. What?
You want a Norm joke?
I would love one.
So I'm at the bar, I'm bartending. This guy walks in, he's hammered. And he's like, let me get a drink. I'm like, dude, you're so drunk. There's no chance I give you a drink. Minute goes by. He's like, can I have a dart for the dartboard? I'm like, sure, bud. I hand him a dart. He throws it at the dartboard. He hits the bullseye. He goes, what do I win? Well, I didn't see that coming. All right. I look below the bar. There's a turtle in a shoebox. It was like from one of the other waitresses, like kids' fare. So I give it to him. He leaves. A month goes by. Same guy walks in. Hammered. He's like, can I have a drink? I'm like, dude, not a chance. Like, you're too drunk. I can't serve you. He's like, can I have a dart for the dartboard? I'm like, dude, you're drunk. Like, sure, bud. I give him a dart. He throws it at the dartboard. Hits the bullseye. Throws his hands up. He goes, what do I win? I go, I don't know. What did I give you last time? He said, last time you gave me roast beef on a hard roll.
He probably thought it was a Kaiser roll. Huh?
Beautiful.
That's good. Beautiful.
That was a great Norm joke. Did you ever hear the one, dude? He did. I think he was on Conan. It was the one with the bug with the light on.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's a long one though.
Oh yeah, but it's incredible. Just his delivery was everything. It was incredible.
So I walk into this place. I go to order a sandwich. I say, can I have a Polish sausage? And the guy goes, oh, you must be Polish. And I go, oh, what? You assume that because I ordered a Polish sandwich, you think that if I walked in here and I asked for a Chinese egg roll, I'd be Chinese? You think if I walked in here right now and I ordered a German schnitzel, I would be German? You think if I walked in here right now and I asked for French toast, I'm French? He said, no, buddy, I'm only asking that because this is a hardware store. That joke goes on for like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Dude, Dirty Work continues to be like one of my all-time favorite movies.
so
You guys got a lot of. So me and my brother to this day, like I'll leave his house. He goes, buddy, you got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, way out of line. He's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to watch that when I used to live on 4th Street. Your brother used to come to like the parties and shit at our house, and we would watch Dirty Work all the time.
Never seen so many dead prostitutes in my entire life.
God knows I have.
I love Mitch. What are you so jumpy for? And he's like, could be your lifelong pattern of random assault.
You bet on the Washington Generals against the Harlem Globetrotters? They were due. You bet on Mr. T and Rocky 3. Yeah, I thought he had it.
Yeah, Chevy Chase is good in that too. He's always he's got a broken arm or a leg. He's like I either slept on it wrong or a bookie threw me out of a moving car.
All right, let's keep it moving.
R.I.P.
This list continues to just be incredible. I'm gonna throw some bangers up there.
Wait, is Norm Macdonald on there twice?
Oh, I guess I did put. I mean, he's good enough. Let's do him again. He's good enough to be there twice.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure is. All right, next one. I'm just going to put a bunch up. Farley, S tier. No doubt about it.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Keep going.
We're not arguing. Dana Carvey, I'll put at A tier. All right.
I agree with that.
But yeah,
Dana Carvey is incredible. Sandler, we're gonna do A tier also. All right.
I think that's right.
Tim Meadows owes his career to Sandler, right?
What are you
Mike
talking
Myers.
about? I
Mike
think you're getting
Myers,
mixed up with somebody else.
What?
That's even know who Tim Meadows is.
Tim Meadows got his
He
whole
thinks it's
career
Tim
from
Robbins.
Sandler.
Do you think Tim Meadows was in Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
And what was that movie where he was the bad guy?
He wasn't in Grown Ups. That was the other guy, the other black guy from SNL.
So Tim Meadows was in Grown Ups.
Do you think Tim Meadows was in Mulholland Drive?
I've never seen Mulholland Drive,
It
but
has
either
Tim
way,
Robbins in it.
right? Mike
Sorry.
Myers he's also a lot better than Tim Meadows. A lot better, dude. When Austin Powers first came out, it was great. Come on, so good. Wayne's World.
Yeah.
The only
Shrek movies.
The only minus I can make
on.
against Michael Myers is the rumor that he stole Dr. Evil from Dana Carvey.
It's Lorne. It's his Lorne impression.
No, it's Dana Carvey's Lorne impression that Mike Myers stole to make Dr. Evil.
Well, everyone borrows stuff. What are you going to do?
Interesting.
You know,
I'm
sure Tim Meadows borrows a lot of stuff.
We're not even talking about Tim Meadows anymore, Matt. We've changed the list.
Great and funny, but I don't like the stealing from Dana. And also didn't love that Dana had good jokes in Wayne's World and Mike Myers was upset about it. Rumor.
All right.
Also, Bill Murray's
Is he?
Yeah, hate him.
Really? Bill Murray?
Yeah, we've had this discussion. Oh, have you never seen the show before?
Justin was Chevy Chase over Bill Murray.
Yeah, 1,000%.
What?
Wait,
that was one of the questions, man. Yeah.
Wow, it's been so long, and I've been punched in the head so many times.
Same, yeah. That's all the excuse I use at work. I go, I have CTE. You can't make me remember stuff at work.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
I think J-Dub's a flat guy, though, right? J-Dub?
What?
I think you're a flat guy over drums, right? If I remember correctly.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But that is the right choice. So.
Flats over drums.
You're all wrong. You're all wrong.
Because you're an animal.
I think are you Cool Ranch over nacho cheese Doritos
okay, anybody does that. Oh, I thought you were going to say
that. I don't know. I'm Puff over Crunchy.
You're
sure.
the OG Puff boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
J-Dub's the OG Puff boy.
He's the original puffer.
Dude,
oh my god.
Go grab some Hers Puff and tell me I'm fucking wrong.
You know what I had over the weekend? When's the last time you had Party Mix?
Party Mix
Dude,
is
good.
Party
my
Mix
parents
is
were
a
still
good
together.
time. You're missing out. Party Mix is a good time, you know? Very, very
You ditch the
good. All
pretzel
right.
rods, but go on.
Let's keep it moving. Next guy I'm throwing up there, funnier than Tim Meadows. We're going Molly Shannon. Definitely better. Then we're also going Sherry O'Terry. Definitely better. All right? And then we got one more definitely better. That's Rob the Schneider.
Can you put that green for me?
No.
Oh my God! What are we doing? What are we doing?
No.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
Yeah, Rob Schneider's a fucking tool. Yeah. Rob Schneider is, if
Rob
not
Schneider
an F,
a root
maybe
vegetable.
a D.
He's a carrot.
Wow. Does anybody watch Kill Tony? Anybody?
Sometimes.
Guest of the year, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Still hilarious.
Cool, yeah, it's cool. Give him an F.
Sick. Put him in the bottom.
Yeah.
Fucking
Did you watch his reality show?
I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't his daughter a singer?
Yeah,
watch his latest stand-up and tell me that Rob Schneider's not an absolute fucking...
Put Rob Schneider and his fat daughter on
F.
And she's a good singer. No offense to, I think I actually know her name. She sings that X's and O's.
He's going to find out that being a stapler isn't so easy.
All right, another one. Funnier is Colin Quinn.
Get the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ.
I do like Colin Quinn, and I find him funnier than Tim Meadows, but like SNL related wise, I mean, he was just update. He was just update.
Yep, he was update.
And if you don't like Boston...
By the way, the original list and the original argument was SNL, was it not?
It was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Matt wasn't satisfied with last week's episode, so he was like, let's just do it again.
Matt didn't like the fact that people spoke and they didn't like his opinion.
Okay.
So
Chris
rigged
Rock, better cast member in the 90s. Tracy Morgan, better cast member in the 90s.
See, now he changed the parameter. Cast member.
Yeah, now we're talking just SNL. That's not what we voted on.
You're talking about, dude, the list. You just brought up the fucking list.
Chris Rock is a cast member, not that great. Chris Rock's stand-up special.
2 years. He did 2 years on SNL, and he didn't do much.
Yeah, and they weren't memorable. When was the last time you saw one pop up and you like watched a skit from SNL?
Oh my God,
that he was in?
The same time Tim Meadows did. Never. How about that? Huh?
Oh my God,
he's definitely funnier.
It's like a fucking broken record. Dude.
Also, he got fucking he got bumped early. If he would have had 10 years on the show, we'd have fucking 4 volumes of Best of Chris Rock on SNL.
He didn't get 10 years on the show.
And if I would have had a dad, I could have been an astronaut. What the fuck is the point?
Right.
Yeah,
if you had a dad, huh? Oh, okay. We're talking about having dads now. All right, fine.
But you're talking about shit that don't matter.
Yeah, me and Liam piloting this SpaceX mission.
Yep.
If we had dads. Instead, we're sitting here doing this dumb podcast.
We could have colonized. Yeah, we could have colonized Mars by now.
Sure, yeah, I bet you could have. You bunch of colonizers.
10 more years. That's all I needed. You know?
Yeah, easily.
I need it.
Here we go. Another one funnier than Tim Meadows. Chris Parnell. Right?
Yeah, he's like the middle.
He's what's his name? He plays the dad on Rick and Morty. Yeah,
shout out Jerry.
Yeah. Jerry is pretty great.
Jerry's pretty great. But Chris Parnell is going to go in the empty category between Spade and Horatio Sands.
Nah, throw him up with Robert Smigel. Respect to Jerry and a lot of voice work. He also is the one-eye guy in the Fallout show.
Oh, Fallout, dude, and he's Cecil in Archer too, right?
Yeah, shout out.
Oh yeah, you know, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, again, I'm right. Come on.
Yeah, you're
then
the bottom 3.
Jim Brewer. Here we go.
Love Brewer.
Better than Tim Meadows.
Yeah, he can be pretty funny.
Go boy.
Brewer's pretty good. Go boy was great.
And he was good on SNL.
This guy, I'm not the biggest fan of him.
Nope.
Dennis Miller.
Yeah,
not as bad as Tim Meadows.
That's fine for Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because at least he's not Chris Kattan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, at least he's not Chris. Why do we hate Chris Kattan? You respect intelligence, and what has this been this whole time, huh?
Yeah, Chris Kattan's witty comedy of eating an apple very fast, pushing down like an Asian,
spitting apple skins at people.
Michael McKean, so good. He is a legend. All right, everybody knows it. A lot better. All right.
Where is he?
He's up here. He's up in a lot better than Tim Meadows.
Who's Michael McKean?
He would be like in the middle, I think.
He's on Better Call Saul, Spinal Tap. He's on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
it's great.
I would think he's in the middle though. See,
all right.
Fine. You know what, Liam? Yeah. Fine. I'm not gonna yell at you. All right. Then clearly Jimmy Fallon. Way up there.
Don't even put him
put him at 8. He's so talented. He's so funny. He can sing. He can dance. He can joke.
He's
I cannot beat up his interns on his show. Have you heard the shit that's coming out about Jimmy Kimmel and how
I cannot think of one time.
Jimmy Kimmel
one time.
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. I cannot think of one time in my entire life, and he has been on the television for a very long time. I cannot think of one time where he's made a joke and I laughed and thought it was funny. Not once, dude. Jimmy Fallon fucking sucks.
He was on Weekend Update, and he wasn't even the shining star there.
No. I would put him next to Dennis Miller if that's as high as I could go.
No, I would put him in the gap.
Yeah.
Or put him in F.
No, he belongs in F.
Like history has said that he's good, and like Matt loves that kind of comedy, that simple, kind of like dumb-minded, like 75 IQ comedy.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
But like, I get that some people respect Jimmy Fallon, but get out of here.
I do. I wish we had it
so bad.
You know what? I think YouTube should do it soon if they haven't done it already. They should do a Tonight Show on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that would be so good. Everyone would watch it.
I love the Tonight Show. No, like a good one. I with Conan, I watched it all the time. I loved the Tony
Conan
Show.
was a different story.
Conan was so good. All right. Either way, I don't think we know all these guys are way better. It's Al Frankel. It's Daryl. It's
No,
Daryl
they're
Hammond.
not. None of them are bad.
None of them
No,
are.
Al
Not
is-
one.
Rachel Trash.
No.
Maya Rudolph. Anna
Nope.
Gasteyer.
Al
Nope.
is
Al
funny.
Franken. And then Daryl Hammond we'll put up here next to McKean. Look at that. Look at all of these cast members that are so much better that should have been ranked above Tim Meadows in the 1990s cast. This is just,
So,
it just
I have a
proves
question.
that list was shot.
Where were
Shot.
their names in any of those? So when I was researching this exact argument, where were all their names then? Like when so Matt, you can do the same thing. Look up top 10 SNL cast members from the 1990s. Where
Right.
are all these names? Why aren't they on there then?
I don't know. But I don't know why you looked up one specifically with Tim
No,
Meadows in them.
I didn't.
don't know why you
I
would do
looked
that.
up.
Whoa,
I looked up
whoa.
several,
Yeah.
and
We
some of
had
them.
You
very
had a
clear where he got
doctored
his list
list.
from.
You
Nope.
had a very clear. Oh, Watch Mojo and some other bullshit. Yeah,
Nope.
they're all made up.
more.
By a
You
bunch
tried to
of
put
Glatzkys.
Rob Schneider at A.
No. Yeah, I know.
Rob
You're
Schneider
out of
is
your
an A.
No, he's
The
unbelievable.
Schneidman, Schneider Rooney, Schneider
Wow. What enduring comedy.
Hey, I give you crew cut, mister. Okay?
No, dude, just wait till. wait.
Hip hop anonymous.
That is
Screw you.
that
You
is
give him
funny.
the easy ones.
But he's playing very foreign, and that's easy. That's cheap laughs.
Oh, foreign's easy.
It's
Okay.
cheap laughs.
It is cheap laughs. You
Cheap
can
laughs.
do
Okay.
it.
Cheap laughs.
Yeah.
Funny. Rip his
Incredible.
fucking head off.
And he probably didn't even write it, you know?
Yeah, Sandler definitely wrote those jokes.
Wow. Okay. Got it. Yep. Sure.
And he's mean to his wife.
So
Is
here's a list that features 7 people who are funnier than Tim Meadows, and then a bunch of other cast members from the 90s.
Liam
Yeah.
Reese.
No. Chris Rock funnier, Tracy Morgan funnier, Norm Macdonald funnier, Chris Farley, Will Ferrell,
Okay.
Phil Hartman, Kevin Nealon, Dana Carvey, Adam Sandler, Mike Myers, like
And
come on.
stop.
Yeah.
Molly Shannon,
Man.
Sherry
And
O'Terry,
I wouldn't have Chris
Daryl
Rock in that
Hammond,
list.
David Spade.
Man.
No.
Go on
Yeah.
forever.
Liam
Chris
Reese.
Parnell.
So
Liam
you
Reese.
stop at
Brewer.
Yeah, he's still in the top 10.
Yeah.
He's not in the top 10.
He
Yes,
is.
he is.
You're
If he was
wrong.
in this list, he would
Yeah.
be in a lot better than Tim Meadows.
Yeah. Yes, he would.
I can put him on this list. You want to put him on this
Put
list?
him on the list.
Yeah, fine. We'll put him on the list. I'll put him on the
Hey,
list.
do
Put
your
fucking-
worst.
God,
Put your money
take us
where your
up
stupid
where
face
we
is.
belong.
Your stupid face with its dumb face that everybody hates, especially you. And we hate it, and we hate your face. And it's stupid and
There
Where'd
he
it
is.
go?
There's our guy.
We just learned together. Look
Here
at
he
him.
goes,
How
right
can
here.
he be-
Boom.
A higher?
There he
Hey.
goes.
Higher?
Complete the
Hey.
list.
Hey.
Tim Meadows level
Yeah.
bang.
So
Yeah, he's
if this was real, he would be in that second
Oh,
tier.
He
And-
would
He's
not.
right next to
Boy.
Mike Myers.
And
No,
he
he
would
would
fall
not.
into the
Boy,
top 10.
if
Yeah.
3 F's and an A are an F, I wonder what 3 A's and an F are.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
like
how
an
about
It's an
that?
F, obviously.
Sounds like an A.
Sounds like an F to me. Fucking sluts. Either way, we're coming
Damn.
towards the top of time.
What's it like to
Too
host
much
your
of
own
this.
podcast and be wrong?
It's gotta be.
What,
It's gotta be
you
a wild
fucking
feeling.
cunt. You fucking
son
dirty
of a
shitty.
That
right.
creates a winless premise and still gets bullied
You
throughout.
fucking shut the hell up, you slut bag. All right, we're getting out of here. Fucking fuck your outros. This has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle. These guys are a bunch of fucking cunts. Find us on all this stuff. We'll see you later. Thanks. Fuck you.